Hi everyone, welcome back to episode 13 of the MacroActive Town Halls. I'm Sarah Kelsey, product marketer at MacroActive and podcast host for the One Up project.
And I'm Sam Williams, Chief Marketing Officer. At MacroActive, we're on a mission to impact 10 million people's lives and aim to be the most valuable platform for fitness and wellness coaches, entrepreneurs, and creators.
This week, we want to continue the discussion about what having your own platform can do for you and your clients, specifically when your niche is women trying to grow lean muscle. So this week, we bring on our fitness and nutrition specialist here at MacroActive, Laura, so we could discuss how the platform supports this type of client. Cool. Thanks so much for joining us today, Laura. My first question for you is, what are some of the key elements a trainer will consider when putting together a program for a woman trying to gain lean muscle, for example?
Yeah, so the trainer's going to have to work out, find out the customers, their weight, their height, estimated body fat percentage, their activity level, and probably get an idea of what that customer's already doing in terms of training, in terms of a job movement throughout the day, find out what that customer's already eating, whether they subscribe to a particular diet or they just eat kind of more generally. So all that's going to have to get found out from the trainer, from the customer, so they can work out the customer's particular requirements.
Yeah, definitely. And so and you've explained this a little bit, but going into a bit more depth, how would a trainer approach this if they were creating that manually for each client?
Yeah, so that would probably be a one-on-one call with that particular client, probably quite an in-depth discussion. It might require a customer having to take a food diary, so the trainer can get an idea of what they're eating in terms of what they kind of like and what they maybe don't like. So a lot of manual work, lots of calculations, and then the trainer is going to have to go on and work out how they can fit that customer's requirements manually into a meal plan. So what they want to eat for breakfast, what they want to eat for lunch, dinner, etc. So hours and hours of calculating, jiggling things around and everything like that. So it's quite a heavy load.
Yeah, definitely, when you're doing it all manually. And so what elements of having a platform remove this manual work for those trainers?
Yeah, so when the customer signs up, they're going to let the trainer know their body weight, their height, their body fat percentage, their age, and then the platform's going to work out what their BMR is, their basal metabolic rate. They're going to indicate their activity level and their goal. So in this instance, it would be to get lean or to tone up. Then the platform can generate the customer's requirements, and then in accordance to that goal, it's going to put them in a calorie deficit. So they're going to be generated slightly less calories than what their body needs for maintenance, which will put them in that deficit so they can work towards that goal of slimming down or toning up.
And so bit of a different process to manually creating the program. What impact do you think this has on the trainer?
Yeah, it's such a huge impact. Takes away so much time for where they could be like marketing their product, making sales, taking videos, or making really valuable resources. So having this platform means that they can spend more time doing that. They can spend more time customizing their nutrition within the platform, whether it's changing the categories around, adding their own category, making changes to particular customers, working on the workout side of things, whatever it is, that it just frees up so much time. They can really focus on the important things like getting their product out there.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Are there any specific features that support this type of client as well?
Yeah, I would say the shopping list feature is a great feature for probably all clients, really. So within the platform, once a meal plan's generated, it kind of collates all of the ingredients that are needed for that week of that meal plan, and it makes a great big shopping list with little pictures and a tick box as well. So the customer, they don't have to go through and see what they've got for each day and then work it out themselves. It's all there for them. It makes it super user friendly, and it also probably means the customer is going to stick to the meal plan a little bit better than if they had to do this all manually.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Thanks so much for your time, Laura.
Thanks.
Laura has a huge passion for helping to educate people on wellness and health and fitness through sustainable habits. She touched on quite a few things in regards to a platform, but also focused on things that create a positive experience for the client when it comes to nutrition, which I think is especially important. What did you think, Sam?
Mainly that a business is not truly a business without a system. I've said this before, and I think this is particularly relevant in relation to nutrition as well. And any system that you have needs to empower you to perform better as a fitness and wellness professional. So what you get with the MacroActive platform is a system that enables you to customize nutrition plans and do this at scale.
It seems to be pretty obvious at this point that having a platform is going to save you so much time, but this time is saved while knowing that each client has a unique experience on the platform and one more tailored to them. This gives you more opportunity to work on content, etc., but also means you have happy clients who are willing to recommend and be loyal to your business.
Yeah, Laura mentioned a couple of key features on the MacroActive platform that relate to improved adherence to programs you offer and developing more sustainable habits. Having an easy-to-read shopping list saves you time and time for your client as well, making their health and fitness journey a more motivating experience. But not only this, that their nutrition program is completely unique to them.
Absolutely. And with increased motivation, this of course means a higher likelihood someone will stick to their program and get results faster. Building good habits is key to making this new lifestyle last, which is the ultimate goal of all of this and helps improve lives over the long term.
So next up is the news. And this week we want to talk about gut health and vitamin B's role in it. The gut is a way to transit and absorb what we eat and plays a huge role in our overall health. So making sure we feed it with the right diversity of nutrients and the right balance of supplementation is vital. And this also depends on age, stage, and hormones, something that we'll pick up on after this.
For sure. And I think within recent years, gut health has become an increasingly important factor when people try to understand nutrition. I took a look at an article and a study done by the Department of Biochemistry at the Memorial University of Newfoundland in Canada. The study clearly indicated that B vitamins are crucial to the microbiota, which are the microorganisms within your gut. The study actually breaks down each type of vitamin B, so familiar ones like B3 and B12 have been discussed in depth. It's well worth a read.
Yeah, and to the earlier point, that depending on where your clients are in terms of age and stage of life and various hormone levels, make sure that any recommendations that you might be making are compliant with local laws and professional practice standards.
For sure. We will leave the links below if you want to check that out. Next, we are discussing what are we watching. Carrying on from last week, we watched another episode of Impact Theory with Tom Bilyeu, but this time we picked something linked to the news around the recession we discussed a couple of weeks ago. He released an episode called What You Need to Know About the Upcoming Recession and How to Prepare. This was with Raoul Pal, a former hedge fund manager that retired at the age of 36. He's a serial entrepreneur and global macro investor expert. Sam, what did you think of this one?
As we discussed a couple of weeks ago, the economic forecast is for pretty turbulent times. This episode dives into some of the forces that are at play, such as supply-side inflationary forces.
Something I really appreciated about this episode in particular was the accessible nature of the information. It's not that what they were discussing was, basic or simple, and that's why it was accessible, but it at least made a lot of sense and they made it relatable to someone's everyday life. This is key when distributing any info, and I think for any creators out there as well. Raoul made mention a couple of times about the importance of income and having money coming in order to use that as a tool for the things he mentions next. This gives trainers an opportunity to grow their fitness business as much as possible so that there is stability and some sort of income always. And at MacroActive, we have a team to help support you in doing that.
Yeah, I guess in any adversity lies opportunity. And so part of what we'll be exploring over the coming weeks are what small optimizations can you make to improve the fortunes of your business? And what new plays could you introduce to support your existing online fit pro business? And then lastly, what bold moves could you make to shore up your business over the longer term, medium term?
Yeah, and so that's all we wanted to talk about in regards to that episode. We'll leave the link below if you want to have a look at it.
So just in case you haven't heard us chat about the First 15 challenge that's in play at the moment, this is your opportunity to impact as many lives as possible over 100 days and be in to win an investment package and prizes.
Yeah, this week we'd like to highlight an underdog, Bianca Taylor. She is a wellness and fitness coach who specializes in providing vegan meal plans to support her clients' exercise programs. In addition to that, she has a thriving dancing career and is a Reiki practitioner as well.
Yeah, so it's exciting to see somebody that comes from quite a diverse background getting involved in a challenge like the First 15. And it's important to underscore that this challenge is your opportunity to make a difference at the same time as building your business.
Absolutely. And that's all we have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. We look forward to seeing how you continue to impact more lives with some of these resources.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, the Close Friends group on Instagram is your way of staying up to date with what's going on. Ciao for now.